And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those line.
He's loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Off play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Bears the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. As they try to get a stop in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking deep. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Bringing it back. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Down, red zone play, crowd alive. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds a tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Got it looking for a first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Smith. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Going to look downfield again. That's reeled in. It's Peoples.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Wide open spaces. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got him inside the 25. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll get rid of it. Trying to find the end zone. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. they'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The screen, and watch out. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Gain of 24. Good enough for a first down.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. throws his own number. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has got it all right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The screen, he's got wheels. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. Off and running. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll start this drive firing. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the ground, it's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return. The returner will be brought down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going for the big play. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going up top. Boom. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on the same page, gets the big touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Sayin. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Tight end now in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Let's go. Break. Single. Get set.
Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. And this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. Running free. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
South Carolina, 28.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Whips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a grab on the shot. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatened. It's a seam wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Going for 6. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th.
South Carolina, 28.
And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt.
On the field goal.
It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding an escape route. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would love to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Dances away. Throwing right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Tell you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Let's go. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Let's go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Going to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. He's at the 30, the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
28.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it at the 30, still running. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Double the try total and go for 2. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, the inside give. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. The inside handoff. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Oh, a lot of space. Lots of running room. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball, but